Hi, welcome back to Another Year Bolder. My name is Jamie. I'm currently on a 100+ pound weight loss journey following the diet-free life method. I am also on a fit by 50 journey goal as well. I just turned 48 this month, so I'm working towards being fit before I hit 50. Anyway, today I'm going to show you our produce prep that we had, our grocery haul, and how to turn chili Frito pie into a fat-burning meal. So stay tuned if you want to see that. Our refrigerator is empty. I'm trying to do this without laughing. I'm going to show you our grocery haul. We got some butter bread, some buttermilk English muffins, Land O'Lakes cheese, some diced onions because I'm going to be making chili Frito pie today, cucumbers, some lettuce, some little wild veggie tomatoes, some grass-fed butter with olive oil, some pasture-raised eggs, some chobani flip yogurt. Sorry, my husband is messing with me big time. I got cheese. I got Fritos for the Frito pie. We got water back here and some milk. Got some body wash. We got some more chips for Glenn's lunch. Some strawberries, some blueberries, some carrots. We have sausage, ground meat, chicken, some ranch, sardines for our dogs, and these frozen peas and carrots are for our dogs. And then we got over here peaches, apricots, green beans, I don't know if you can see it way back there, little diced tomatoes, and then some chili packets. So it's a small grocery haul. We do have a little bit more coming that's going to be delivered, and then Glenn has to pick up a second batch. These are our produce staples that we have every week. So I have some strawberries, some blueberries, some mini cucumbers, and then I have some mini medley tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and wash these, and then I'm gonna chop them. After I do that, I'm going to make a, what do I call it? A chili Frito pie. And I'm gonna show you how to turn that into a fat burning meal. Sorry, my husband's always off to the side messing with me because he likes it when I get tongue tied. He's not innocent. He's not innocent, but I got the dogs watching me, my husband watching me, so yeah.
These particular produce items, the tomato, I call it tomato medley, but I don't really know what it is. The petite tomatoes, the petite cucumbers, strawberries, and blueberries. Those are my favorite slow carbs. There are a lot of slow carbs out there, but these are my number one. I do also like cherries. Unfortunately, they're not always in season. And I like fresh apricots and canned apricots, but for some reason I can't find any fresh ones nearby. I probably could if I went to a farmer's market or something like that. So this is what we prep generally every week. I like to make the tomatoes and cucumbers in a salad, or sometimes I'll just sprinkle salt, pepper, and parsley on the cucumbers and tomatoes, or sometimes I'll add Italian dressing, or I'll toss them in a salad. So there's a couple different ways you can eat those, and that is one of my big go-tos. And then up next, I'm going to have the blueberries and the strawberries coming up. Those are my absolute favorite. I'll eat the blueberries by themselves, or I'll partner them with the strawberries. And if I need a fast carb and I'm not already eating one, I like to add bananas to it. The bananas just heighten it. It's like one of my favorites. But unfortunately, I prefer to have like bread as my fast carb instead of bananas. So I don't usually eat those too much, but you might see them every now and then. And all I do with the strawberries is I'm just going to cut off the green part, and then I'm going to cut them into fours. I find that when we leave them whole, we tend not to eat them as often. I don't know why we do that, but we do. So definitely want to cut those into four and make them a little bit smaller. Plus, I can spread them out longer as well, and they last longer for us, and we can put them into more meals that way.
All right, there you have it. We have our strawberries and our blueberries, our tomatoes and our cucumbers. These are all slow carbs. And then we also have a spring salad mix and some shredded carrots that we'll add to this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put these away, and then we're going to get started on the chili Frito pie, which I can't wait to have because I haven't had it in so long. I am going to make chili Frito pie. I have 2 pounds of grass-fed lean ground beef. I have a large can of petite diced tomatoes. I have 2 chili McCormick seasoning packs. You can use whatever you like. This is just what I'm using. I've got some diced onions, some shredded cheese, and some Frito scoops. I like the scoops because I find they don't get as soggy and they taste better. Not better, but more flavorful. There we go. I'm making this quick and easy. I had a long day today. Did a large grocery haul, food prepped all the produce, and I'm ready to make this, sit down, eat, and relax. So I'm going to show you how to turn all of this into a fat burning meal. I'm going to follow directions on the back of this McCormick's chili package. I'm not going to add beans though, because I'm not big person on beans. I don't really care for beans that much. I will eat them, but they're not my favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and follow these directions minus the beans. I'm going to put the ground meat in there, start cooking it. Then I'm going to add the onions, the petite tomatoes, and we're going to go from there. So the stove is set to medium high. I'm going to go ahead and put the ground meat in here. I'm going to start browning it. One of the chili season packets that I have is open. It came from the market that way, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to add some of my regular chili powder mix to make up the difference. I've got this browning now. It hasn't started yet because it's just getting warm. I'm going to add onions to it, even though the back of the packet doesn't say to add onions. I just like onions in my chili Frito pie, so I will be adding that in just a little while. So the meat was almost fully cooked. I went ahead and added the diced onions. Once the diced onions and the meat are cooked the rest of the way, I'm going to add the petite diced tomatoes and the chili powder. All right, it does say to drain the fat. I'm not going to drain the fat. There's a lot of flavor in the fat and juice in the fat. So I'm going to go ahead and add the chili powder. And then I'm going to add, I'm going to mix it, add a little bit more chili powder, and then the diced petite potatoes. So let me give this a good mix. I'll add some more chili powder in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and add the petite diced tomatoes, and then I'll add the rest of the chili powder. This is a really big can because I was doing 2 pounds of ground beef. So you mix this in here. Sorry if my arm is in the way. I got that pretty well mixed. I'm going to add some more chili powder. It's going to be the seasoning I already have since the other packet was open. Give us a good mix too. This is coming up to a boil, so I'm going to cover it, put it on low, and simmer it for 10 minutes, and then it'll be ready. This is looking really good. It just has a little over a minute left to simmer, so I'm going to let it simmer for that last minute, but I'm going to get everything ready. This is looking really good. It is done. I'm going to go ahead and plate it. And I do have my portion control spoon right here. I'm going to use 2 of these. Just a little bit more, and then I'm going to add some Fritos. Show you how to make it into a fast carb meal, or a fat burning meal, sorry. Technically, the chili Frito pie bowl is a complete fat burning meal. However, I knew it was going to be a small bowl and I wanted more. So what makes this a fat burning meal by itself is the meat. The ground beef is the protein. The diced tomatoes are the slow carb. The corn chips, the Fritos, are the fast carb. And then the cheese, shredded cheese, is the fat. But I knew, like I said, that wasn't enough. I was going to want more. So everything in the salad, the lettuce, the tomatoes, the cucumbers, all of that is slow carbs. And then I have my Italian dressing. So this is a full fat burning meal combined. Or, like I said, you could just have that bowl all together and make it a little bit bigger bowl, but I wanted more.
Thank you for watching. If you like this channel, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that notification button so you can be notified anytime I post new content. See you next video. Bye.